the guys from the TBR. This is a song about who we are. Stro and Jay are down with Marilyn Manson. Randy's not kidding, he really likes Hanson. We're kinda sexy, but that's old news. If you like unibrows and bowling shoes, it doesn't matter about your age or gender. Everyone is a premium member. We're rocking out with the Dixon Trio. They've opened up for Ronnie James Dio. Russell Dixon is the oldest brother. He likes it best when they play with each other. 1, 3, 2, Broke Republicans.
1, 3, 2, Broke Republicans. 1, 3, 2, Broke Republicans. Get off our lawn before we get our guns. Yeah.
Woo. I'm Michael K.
I'm Father J.
I'm Randall J.
And we are
Two Broke Republicans. You're not going to screw me up again, dude.
I got you.
No, I did that on purpose.
Oh, okay. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to another show, episode 7. It's so confusing.
Is it 7?
Anyway, glad to be back in the SR1 studios with you lovely gentlemen.
Yes.
I like your shirts, Stro. Stro's
Thanks.
got the almond report.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that.
I've got a Kmart shirt. And what's yours say, Stro, Jay?
What would Jason do?
What would Jason
What
do?
would you
All
do?
right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What
That's why
would
I
you
wore
do?
What would he?
You asked me a question, I'll tell you what I would do.
He'd eat 50 White Castles for.
I think that's a new segment. What would Jason do?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Bam.
We got to.
Yeah.
We
So I'd
just
have to wear the shirt every
just-
time?
It's like
We just got it.
it's
All
like
right.
Dewey Cox. Don't you dare write a song right now.
All right. So I'm gonna set
That would be a good song, though.
I'm gonna set the show up. We're gonna do my first time in a little bit, where we talk about something
We did for the
that
first
we
time.
did for the first time, and we did it before. We are gonna do. We're gonna have a guest on the show.
Yes.
And
We've been big with the guests lately.
Cooter Foxworthy. He's cousin of Jeff Foxworthy, the comedian. And we're gonna do That's Old News.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know in what order these two, and then we're gonna do trivia.
No, it's not trivia.
No,
it's
it's
like
questions
for humans.
Okay, and
I
we
got
are
a few
humans.
questions for you guys,
All
and I can even answer them myself what I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
but
sure.
I think it'll be fun. It's like kind of a get to know you segment.
All right. Well,
you know?
before we get into it, I got another gas station story.
Well, you
previous
said bathroom because that's what you always
Yeah.
go to the gas
Yeah.
station for.
So I had said on a different podcast that, every time I go to this gas station by my work, not every time, but like
You have
every other time something happens that is a shareable story, some
You have a lot of
funnier than
you have a
others,
lot of
but-
gas station stories.
Yeah,
right?
I go to get gas a lot.
You have a
because
lot
I
of
have a
gas.
little bit of a drive to
You
work.
do. That's about a 35, 40 minute.
Yeah, 40 if you count getting out of Granite, then getting on the highway, it gets about 30. But so anyway, I'm in there getting. You go over to Subway and you get your sandwich, and they share the soda machines with the people that go into the gas station. I don't know how they work that out financially, but you pay for the meal and they
Yeah.
say, "Here's your cup and there's your drink."
It seems like the food's higher also in those kind of McDonald's. It
Yeah,
seems like
yeah,
the
yeah,
food's
yeah.
more
Oh,
expensive
it's-
than your
yeah.
independent McDonald's.
is, yeah. So I go over there, and as I'm walking over there, I see this older lady and this what appeared to be her daughter, and the daughter seems to like be keeping an eye on her and going, "Hey, mom," and I could tell, okay, already even before I got there, I was like, okay, this lady might have dementia or Alzheimer's, something, So I'm not making fun of that, but it's just, I didn't know I was going to have an interaction with her, so I go to the soda.
Why did
machine.
you think this, though?
Why did I think what?
Why did you think she had dementia?
Because the daughter was like,
Kinda helping her.
like hovering around her, like, "Hey,
Okay, I was just trying to get into
not
your
letting
story.
her." It's kind of like a little kid, not letting the kid just wander off. So I go over there and I'm getting my drink, and there's two other guys there doing the same thing. It's a 2-banger. There's a lot of drinks, and we're getting there. And the older lady walks up to me, a little gray-haired lady, probably in her 80s, but had a lot of energy, like a kid. And she walks up to me and she stands next to me and salutes, and I'm like getting the ice and stuff. I look over and she goes, "Saluting you, sir," like that. And I look over and I didn't know she was talking to me. I thought she was talking to one of the other guys. And I go, "Hello?" I go, "Excuse me?" And she goes, "I'm saluting a Marine. You look like a Marine." I said, really? I said, I hope this isn't what our Marines are looking like these days. You know, I said,
We're in bad shape.
I'm
if it is.
in a bad shape. And she goes, well, you look like a Marine. And this other guy goes, no, he looks like J.D. Vance.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, I said, oh, yeah, I hear that. I've heard that, you know,
Quite a
before.
bit.
And then she's like, Mom, come on, you know, and she's like, the lady goes, who's J.D. Vance? And I go, well, he's our vice president. And she goes, well, when did he get elected? And I was like, well, you know, and then by this time the daughter was like, Mom, come on. She's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, it's okay.
Hey, you're
you
gonna
know?
miss Matlock.
Yeah. So they walk out, and the other guy walks out, and we walk out together. He goes, by the way, you do look like J.D. Vance. And I was like, oh, yeah. I said, maybe his dad. But, you know.
No,
he's
anyway.
just trying to get a free cheeseburger from you.
Yeah, I
What
don't
was
know,
going on
but
there?
Anyway, it's like every other time I go to this gas station, there's something that's going on. It's a big gas station, too. There's a Burger King.
You gotta stop going to this
Yeah.
gas station.
Is that the one in Riverport?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
What is
Yeah,
it like?
turned into On
It
the-
wasn't a Circle K. It was a
On the Run.
On the
maybe?
Run, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
one that has a Jack in the Box in the gas station. There's another. Or,
No, this is a different one.
This is a Burger King.
Okay.
Subway inside. But anyway, anything for you guys
Very interesting.
since we last got together?
No.
We
No,
know.
it's
We've been
lives.
chilling. Like we've had a lot of rain, and you know we're trying to keep up with lawn. We talked about earlier, like lawn.
Trying to keep
duties.
over their lawn.
'Cause
How was the 4th? Did you guys enjoy the fireworks?
oh man,
They're
Vollmer
amazing.
from
Yeah.
Vollmer Construction put on a show, dude. I gave him $100. That was blown in the first 10 minutes.
Wow.
I was like, there goes my
Nos-
$100. I'm out of here.
Thanks,
you know, I'll see you.
Nostradamus.
Yeah, it's like so. Anyway, he fireworks, dude.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was like $4,000
right.
worth of
That's
fireworks.
a lot of fireworks, man. That's more than they spend on the VP fair. They don't have the VP fair anymore. What's it called?
we need to get Keith.
What is
in
it
here.
called now?
Fair St. Louis
Fair
or
St. Louis,
something
yeah.
like
St.
that.
Louis. Yeah, who's playing this year? Like,
Night Ranger.
Is it really?
no way.
I'm pretty sure Night Ranger's there again.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I think they can't even get Night Ranger anymore.
Well, it's already happened. So who did play there?
Well, I that's what I'm asking you. It's like a country,
Yeah, I don't
the
remember
country
who
artist
played
that
it,
we
yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah.
You know, it's like used to be like
Brooks.
Girth Brooks.
Girth Brooks. Yeah, didn't Elton John play there one time or something?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it used to be a big deal.
I was hoping Hanson would.
James
but-
Brown played there.
All right. Well, you guys want to get it? Let me do a little ad read here for our one of our newest sponsors,
The newest?
the newest that we have. It's called Exer Steps.
What is
I
that?
made-
What is that again, Randall?
Exer Steps.
How do you spell that again, Randall?
EXERSTEPS. I spelled it wrong
Yeah.
last time, and producer Phil
Busted
dinged
you out on it.
buzzed me on it. But I deserved it. So, guys, I want to talk to you guys about shoes right now. Okay.
I'd love to talk about shoes. I'd love to talk about
I
shoes.
know, and I know you love shoes.
I
You're a
love
shoe
shoes,
guy.
yeah.
Stro, I know you've had issues in the past with the bowling alley giving your shoes away,
Yes.
and in turn you kept the bowling shoes.
You're going to show that bowling alley.
we gotta have
Man.
some of the shoes to wear. I
Yeah.
only have one pair.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not going out of here barefoot.
Right.
They were issued to you, and you wore them for a while because you were, teaching them a lesson. That couldn't have been comfortable for your old feet. What if I were to tell you
Your
that
old
there's a
feet?
shoe out there that is a full rocker shoe that provides heel to toe comfort? Founded on the belief that steps counts, Exer Steps celebrates the walk. They embrace the simplicity of movement. You can get these shoes for under $100, and if you would like, make 4 monthly payments.
Ooh.
You can do that, which I would probably take advantage of. When it comes to shoes and the health of your back and feet, you don't want to buy inferior, Chuck Taylors or
No.
something like that.
Right.
Go to exersteps.com
We're
and
both wearing Chuck Taylors.
check out frequently asked questions, product specs, and benefits at exersteps.com.
All right. Now, is there
That would have been
like,
better if you guys wouldn't have talked in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But-
How long can you draw that $100 loan out for? You draw it out to 5 years? Or?
No, it's 4 easy payments of $22.50. I already did the math. And one of these, I'm trying to get a sample of it so we can show it live, but you can go to their website and see pretty women walking with the shoes. They're like rocker shoes, and
And they're happy.
good if you're on your feet all day or you like to walk, you're a nurse, something like that.
Are they naked?
Exer Steps. If your feet have the blues, Get yourself some shoes.
shoes.
Oh,
Extra
Randy with the rhymes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, so we're gonna do my first time.
Sure.
We've done this many times. We haven't done this. Yeah, we did. We did do this on one of our video podcasts.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah, I forgot about
We've
that.
got plenty of them in our audio versions,
Right. In our archives.
Right. But this is basically something that you've had to have done more than once. But this is the first time you did it.
Right.
We've had tales of drug use and
What?
other stuff.
Debauchery.
Debauchery and stuff.
Right.
But so we're gonna let Jay kick it off because he's been chomping at the bit.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Jay's always got to kick it off.
He's
Yeah, well, I'm always
I don't
starting it.
know.
So I'm going to talk about my first marriage or my first wedding, not my
Okay.
first marriage,
And you might want to explain why this is your first.
because it was the first time I got married.
I know, but explain what you're going to get into that. Why you've been married twice?
I've been married twice
Yes.
to who?
to the same person.
right.
So we only had one real wedding. The second time we, what do you call it? Eloped. We went to NOLA and got married.
It's still
Well, it's
I
kind
mean,
of a rare.
it was a wedding. We
Yeah.
did have a wedding, but it wasn't. We just didn't want to do like this one. I was like, man, if I'm ever going to get married, I'm going out huge. And man, that's why I wanted to talk about it, because there's so much funny stuff that happened at this particular event. So I just thought, I've never talked about it on the show before, but yeah,
Glad you got married twice. We wouldn't be able to talk about it
right.
because it's my first time.
Yeah.
right.
So
But anyway, so we wanted to do a Halloween themed wedding, like, I don't know, just because I'm into horror movies and stuff like that. So we wanted to do like a costume and, a theme wedding. And it was in a mansion and,
Edwardsville, right?
yeah, it's like way out in that weird road on Edwardsville, but, and they have a petting zoo as well. So we were in the meeting talking and trying to sign the contract or whatever, and he was like, okay, so this is what we're going to do for you, and this is, I'm like, cool. And I was like, wait a minute, did you say 3 kegs? And he's like, yeah, we're gonna have 3 kegs. I go, that's something wrong with that. He's like, oh, dude, he's like, I've done many of these receptions and 3 kegs is always good. I'm like, you don't know my friends.
You tell him Granite City's coming.
Right. That's what I said. I said, you don't know my friends. And I don't even drink beer. Well, Nostradamus over here, he kept track of the beer the whole night. And he was like, dude,
well, I knew
we're
it
already
wasn't-
down 1 keg.
It
And
wasn't going to be enough.
No. I mean, it was, yeah.
That's only
he kept coming up to me
24 cases
all night.
of beer.
He was like, okay, we're down. I guess he was picking the kegs up and knocking on them. Or
Wait, 1 keg is 20?
1 keg is 7 3/4 cases of beer.
See, now
That
here's
is
where
crazy.
Nostradamus comes
So
out.
3 times 7 3/4, whatever. I'm just
Man, you're like a
rounding
math
up.
genius now.
But yeah, I was like, there's no way
No, I was
these
like, what are you
guys are only
picking them
going
up
to
and
drink
tapping them? And so he's like, dude, we got a problem here. We're going to run out of beer. And dude,
23 cases.
you don't want
of
Stro to
beer.
run out of beer.
Right. It's not
So
gonna be
I
good.
told the owner, I was like, guy, I said, we're running out of beer. And he's like, no, there's no way. I'm like, I'm telling you, man, it's only like 4:30, man. So he had to make a run to Corral Liquors from Edwardsville. I guess, I don't know, there was no liquor store there, to get 2 more kegs. And yeah, that was something, man.
Well,
Like
the first keg was devoured
oh yeah.
in an hour.
Before the nuptials.
Devoured.
and then like the second keg got in there and I reached over there and I picked it up with my right hand. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like we
Stro
got
was
a
scared.
quarter of this keg left and it's only 6 o'clock.
Right. Stro's
So,
looking at the clock. He's
that's
picking the
when-
kegs up.
That's when we went to the owner and we said, dudes, this is going to be, we got to do something here.
Right,
So
I mean, I have to say,
I feel like it's a episode of ER. Like, the
marriage
was.
We need help, stat.
The-
it was.
the marriage only lasted a year, but man, people still come up to me this day and like, dude, that was still the greatest party I've ever been to. I'm like, well, I'm glad, man. The
It was
marriage didn't last, but
It was
the party was
horrible for me, but
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah. You,
great. And I want to, speaking of you, I want to mention my groomsmen. This was in 2000, and these guys were both in my wedding. Everyone that was in my wedding, my groomsmen, I'm still friends with to this day. And yeah, that's kind of a 26 years.
Yeah. It's tough. Yeah, and I think on I'd mentioned we've been friends
Love
for
you guys.
20 years, but it was more than that.
No,
but,
you said 20 years. I'm like, 20 years, like
Yeah.
30 years.
yeah.
But yeah, Stroh's best man speech, Meech.
Yeah, well,
That was. I wish we had.
I wish because I wrote a copy of it, but it was like epic because I had like 4 months or even longer than that to prepare for this speech. So it was kind of really raunchy at times, and
My parents loved it.
Didn't really care about.
If I remember right, the half of the room thought it was funny, and the other half was like they had their arms.
It was
crossed.
nervous
people,
laughter.
That's right.
But it reminded me of like a roast, like a
It was
Comedy
a roast.
Central roast.
It was.
But it was just you. And the only one that I remember, if you let me say it,
Sure.
was like you said, "Hey, just before I get started, I want to let everybody know that somebody left their lights on in the parking lot, and the
Yeah.
license plate is YJ YJ
YJ,
YJ
YJ.
Yeah. And I mean,
That was great.
again, half the room was cracking up, and then it just went on from there. And I was so sick. I had a bad cold, and we had those masks on. The Phantom of the Opera is what it was. Right?
Yeah, it was a Phantom of the Opera theme
Yeah. So
wedding.
I'm breathing in there going.
Well, it was
"Oh,
a Halloween
dying."
thing, but I made you guys wear those Phantom of the Opera masks.
Yeah,
But yeah, Randy was sick probably because of who you brought to the wedding. But I mean, hey, that's just my opinion.
and then we had a video of this, which my ex. It was in her house. I don't know what happened with it, but
She
we
can't
cannot find it. But man, if I had a video of that speech,
Oh,
it just would be killer.
Well,
Yeah.
she also had a video of what I'm gonna. We had our friend's band Opus play, and Opus. How would you describe that? Is very heavy and aggressive. I don't even know how like.
I mean, Slayer.
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say like thrash, but anyway, they play. I had the band come in and play, and all the old people went to the parking lot and turned their car radios on and were doing slow dancing in the parking lot.
You had to get away from that shit. I almost had to get away from that shit because it was so freaking loud, man. I mean, just and I was young at that point.
Yeah,
But
I
it
don't
was-
even remember what
Oh,
we
it was-
ate. Like I just remember eating, listening to your speech, and then I think I was gone.
You were gone.
I
Yeah.
think I was. I
There
don't
was,
remember all the animals and the.
I don't think I ate either, but yeah. But then the lady that owned the mansion comes up to me and says, she goes, "Hey, you got a friend over here who keeps trying to ride my animals." I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "He tried to jump on my zebra," and I went and talked to him. I'm not gonna name his name, but you know who you are. And I go, Did you try and ride the zebra? He goes, "That ostrich is next."
I don't even remember the animals.
No, you were.
but-
Yeah, they had a whole petting zoo.
Yeah, I didn't even.
So he ended up passing out, and they took the flowers from the table and put it on his chest and covered him up and put pennies on his eyes like he was dead. Took pictures.
And they-
'Cause we had the little disposable cameras.
They closed the place to reception shortly after.
Yeah,
that.
no, that was my thing. I was like, they don't no longer do
Yeah, they
weddings
don't
or
do anything
receptions
like
there
that.
after.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a GC affair,
Yeah. So,
but it was a good time.
It was
Yeah.
it was an awesome venue, awesome.
right. I wish we
time.
had those videos though, man.
Yeah. Randy, you got
Yeah, mine's my first time going to the police station, and this was
police station, Jason.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite stories to tell. So, and again, we were young. We were in high school, and I'm not trying to embarrass, anybody here,
I'm
but
not embarrassed.
I won't name it. You weren't there.
Oh.
So, but yeah, we were walking home from school one day, and one of us grabbed some mail out of a. Oh, was it you, Stro?
Yeah, it was
okay,
me.
yeah, I didn't want to
Yeah.
embarrass you. So you
Just
grabbed
raise your
some
hand.
yeah. So he grabbed some mail, some junk mail out of a mailbox of a guy it was my age. We won't mention his name. And I don't know if there was a beef. You said there might have been a beef with him
There was
before.
something going on. I can't remember, but I was like into it with him over something. I can't really.
He was kind
remember
of a
what it
preppy
was.
guy,
Yeah, he's a
but-
preppy dude.
Yeah. And anyway, so we were cutting through his yard to cross the ditch. Everybody knows the ditch.
Yeah.
I know the ditch.
And to head back to our neighborhood. And as we're going through the backyard, Stroh's like, "Oh, I got this mail," and I for some reason I always remember there being a quit smoking pamphlet. It was all just junk mail.
It was junk mail. It was.
Well, hang on. Ed McMahon could have been.
Yeah,
we
that-
could have
that
tore up.
check.
We could have tore up $1 million.
Right.
So Stroh, we just started like tearing it up and like.
well, I knocked on
throwing
the
it.
window. I wanted him to come outside.
Oh,
and-
you were taunting
and
him.
fight.
Oh, I
and
don't
he
even-
wouldn't come outside, so I just like
I'm gonna
knocked
tear
on
your
his
mail
window
up.
and I grabbed his mail and I said, "Hey, I got your mail," and then we just walked off.
So apparently his mom saw it,
Yeah.
but not him. So we had two guys with us that were brothers, or one guy, one of the two brothers, and that wasn't in our neighborhood, but lived by there. And he was with us. And so anyway, we cross the ditch, we go home, don't think anything of it. I get home, and my dad, who's never, I mean, he's the most chill guy ever, but he was kind of upset. And he goes, "Hey, get in the car. We got to go down to the police station." I was like, "What? Why?" And then my brother holds up a chair with what had bars on it. And he's like, "We are now in Sing Sing. You are now in Sing
like
Sing,"
from
doing
the
the Three
Stooges,
Stooges. You know, when he hypnotized him and he was in jail. And I was like, what is going on here?
Right.
And my dad's like, "Just get in the car. We're going down to the police station." And I'm telling you, I'm driving there going, "What's this about?"
Were you listening to Bad Company on the way?
Yeah. And I'm like, "What is this about?" And my dad's like, "I don't know. They just said to come down there." And I'm like, "Well, how would they even know?" You know, all these things are running through my mind. And so we get there, and I think I was one of the last ones there. And then they take us into this conference room, and there's detectives, police, and then I see sitting around the table, you, Gary, like all my friends, all the guys that I was just with.
That's a meeting of minds right there.
Yeah. But the funny part of it was your brother.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh! So your brother walks in.
Bud was in there. Why was he there?
Because he just had to
Was
be
he a
involved.
character?
Well, he's
witness?
had run-ins with the Fuzz.
So he was.
So,
why
he
was he
your,
there?
he was your representation.
Yeah, he was like, "Don't talk, man. Just don't say nothing."
So he comes in, he's got his long hair, his bell bottoms on, and I remember he had like a big old plastic cup of like Kool-Aid or something.
My mom made some good Kool-Aid.
Yeah, she did.
Grape Kool-Aid.
So he's in there, like the detective's like, "Sir, get out of here. Like, what are you doing in here?" So we're all sitting around the table, and it's all the parents. Like, it's me and my dad, you and, I don't know if it was your mom or dad, Gary and his dad, and then the lady, the guy's mom that we stole the mail from.
Yep.
So this guy starts lecturing us about mail theft,
Mail
as
fraud.
a felony, and like this. And I just remember he got in my face. It
He
was
said,
like a scared.
it's a federal offense.
Yeah, it was a scared straight moment. Like you see those skits on SNL.
Don't you know the serious offense?
Yeah, and he was like in my face, and you know, when you got the giggles, man, it's usually in spots you don't want to have the giggles.
Right.
I got the giggles. You think this is funny? And I'm like looking at your brother, like standing in the doorway with his Kool-Aid, and I'm looking at Gary and his parents, like, what are we doing here? And then they explain the situation, and they're like, "You guys can, she could press charges," and he was threatening us and all that. And I don't remember if they asked who did it or what, but we were all implicated, obviously. And
Well, I told him I did.
oh, did you?
I
Okay.
I said, "I'm the one that took the mail. These guys are just hanging out with me." And I just figured it was like almost like TPing a tree or egging a house. I was like, I didn't know how serious that was
In
until that
hindsight,
moment.
Yeah, you think, okay, I could have ripped up a paycheck, or
Right,
a
but
check, or
it was like Jay said, Publisher Clearinghouse or something.
Yeah.
It was like just crap. It was junk mail,
Yeah, it was junk
pretty
mail.
much. But
so she, the mom or the lady, ended up deciding. She might have even told him beforehand that she wasn't going to press charges. She was cool about it, like
very nice.
but
yeah.
she just wanted us to learn that, hey, that wasn't cool. So it ended up the guy that was with us that lived in the neighborhood, he's the one that like sung like a canary and like gave them all of our names. Because else how would they know? Because she didn't know, the mom didn't know any of us.
Right.
And next thing you know, so they she must have saw him and said, "Oh, that's a neighborhood kid. I know him." Went over there and he's like, "Oh yeah, it was Randall Lemaster, Mike Str-" and started naming names.
Right.
And that always didn't sit well with me with him, because you're like, why would you do that? Like, but
Because you're a dick.
but easy. But maybe you're a kid and maybe they scared him or
Right.
whatever. But
I mean, you get authorities in your face.
so yeah, and I have.
Did this go down on your permanent record?
No. And I was gonna say, if there's people out here that are gonna, I have gone to the police station before, but that was on my own accord to press.
This is not going to
press charges.
It's not going to hinder your alderman.
No, or
I think the lesson from it is that the mom was cool enough to like understand that we were so young
It was a joke.
that, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna just
ruin their lives.
Yeah, ruin their lives over
It's-
this
it is a
stupid
prank.
little thing, which
Right.
I wouldn't have gotten shit anyway. But it, just her not doing anything helped. Because she could have pressed charges, and I would have had to pay a fine.
So let me
and-
say, if she did press charges, would you be an alderman today?
Yeah, I'm sure we would have got like probation or.
No, it could
You
have
know
been
what
on
I
your
mean?
permanent record. I don't know. They
mean,
always
that
threatened
was-
about.
That was
Every
1980.
time I was scared, every time I did anything wrong, it's like, this is going on your permanent record.
I just wish I could remember the conversation home with my dad. Like that was the
Your
if I
dad
wish
was
I
a-
could.
Told
Your
you
dad
not
was
to
like my
hang
dad,
out with
a
that
man of-
Stranovski boy.
Your
Well,
dad
there
was,
was probably some of that.
Yeah,
like,
I
hey,
guarantee it.
Yeah,
I guarantee it. Yeah.
your dad was like my dad, like a man of few words. So
yeah. But and my brother, my brother was probably happy because somebody else was getting in
well,
trouble.
it sounded like Bud was pretty happy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's finally the only
He
one.
went over there
There's
with his
someone else in
grape
the family
Kool-Aid.
that's in trouble.
Right, he went over
So
this-
he was like,
Yeah,
hey, man, my
his
brother's
cup
in
of
trouble
grape Kool-Aid
too.
to watch
He's
you.
following in my footsteps, my Levi shoe footsteps.
all right, Stro, you got one.
All right, this is going to be quick because we went long on those two.
Sorry.
This is my first time skipping class and getting caught.
Class.
So you got
So
caught
me-
multiple times.
Our old friend Gary.
Gary
me-
comes up a lot. And he's,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, we've spent a lot of time together.
Easy too.
We had 7th grade PE at one point. So I figure out this brilliant scheme. I'm like, you know what? They do a roll call at the start of PE class.
Mhm.
But they never, after it's done, they never like say, hey, are you still here? So the bell rings, you're gone.
Mhm.
You just put on your clothes and go home, right? So I was like, hey, let's do roll call. And then when they're done, everybody goes outside. We walk back in, put on our clothes, and we just leave.
Man,
And we're
what
out
could
of
go wrong.
we're out of school an hour early.
Yeah.
Every day. So seemed like a good idea, and it worked for like a month. I think we went a month without.
And who was this with you?
I
Gary,
think
you and
Gary, yeah, and
just you two?
Mr. Dieterding. I remember Dieter. It sounds like a
Dieterdong.
fake
What
name.
was the name?
I think his name was Dieterding.
Dieterding, yeah.
Yeah. He was the gym teacher at the time, and
Coach basketball, high school basketball.
and he for whatever reason, I guess because they were.
Dieter. I can't get that.
I think it was because I was always the last guy that got picked for to play kickball. He's like, hey, where's that Stranovski guy? He's always the last
that
guy.
guy sucks, man.
So he recognized that I wasn't there, that Gary wasn't there.
So you were so bad at kickball that he recognized
Right,
you
he was
weren't in
like,
the game?
yeah, where's that kid that's always gets picked last? I feel sorry for him. And he recognized I wasn't there. And so I come in like one day, he's like, Stravinsky, get in here. It's like, so we go to the office, whatever. He's like, how long you been doing this? Whatever. I'm like, only once.
I would not admit to anymore.
Your nose grew on that one.
Oh yeah, well look, but anyway, we went to the principal's office. We had to do like 50 "I love Mr. Schumann" push-ups.
Oh,
Oh.
It was like
yeah.
"I love Mr. Schumann 1, I love Mr. Schumann 2, I love Mr. Schumann 3," and then like
That's
I couldn't
like-
do 50 push-ups,
No.
so I had to start over. And basically, I was like spaghetti noodles. I never got to
Right.
50, and he finally had mercy after kicking me in the stomach 8 times. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was
But
like, what?
no, he it was better than squats. I'll do push-ups over.
No,
squats
I'll take a
any day.
swat. It's
Really?
over, dude. They always ask you, you want detention or
Depending
you
on
want
who's
swat? I'm
wielding
like,
the paddle.
I got the swats that were getting caught in the smoking area.
dude.
Man,
I'd
it
take the
hurt.
swats any day. It's over like that.
And if your
Butt might
junk's
hurt.
kind of hanging towards the rear,
yeah, well,
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
that problem.
All right. Anyway, that was it.
All right.
We're gonna move
All
on
right,
to
where do we go from here?
we're gonna go to questions for
Questions for humans.
Where do we go?
All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Don't forget our sponsors, Underground Artwork, Extra Steps, Sissy Space,
Mhm.
and the like. So, Stro, we're going to do a new segment here or a new little game you got
Trying
going.
out all kinds of new stuff today,
Yeah,
right?
We're experimental.
We're trying to pass
Yes, we are.
fast time. We've been doing this for 6 years. It's hard to come up with new stuff. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
this is a kind of getting to know us segment, especially YouTube.
Trying to invent some new moves.
I'll try and answer some of these.
We've done Table of Truth, and then remember when Sherry did Most Likely? I love that one, where she would ask us something and who's the most likely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
I
good.
forgot
That
about
was
that
good.
one.
Those
yeah.
were good.
Sherry's not here though.
No, producer Sherry's been replaced.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Fired.
go ahead, Stro.
We can get her
Retired.
on- and get her on Zoom. But okay, so these are just like basic questions or whatever. So,
All right.
how much money do you need to be rich?
Oh, nowadays? Yeah.
Like just
Do
us
you personally feel?
Oh.
Oh gosh, I would 250,000
I would say more than that, but yeah, 500.
because I don't have that many years left
500.
anyway. And
Well, I
I
mean,
would
500,000 you can
invest
invest. Well, you can invest. That's what I was going to say.
I would buy an indoor
500.
soccer team
Oh Lord.
as an investment.
I'd go with $1 million, but at least $1 million.
Okay.
Easily to be rich.
Nowadays, well, I mean,
I'm a humble person though, Stro.
Right. Who's the funniest person in the world?
In the world,
In the world. And don't mention us.
well, it wouldn't be.
Can't be one of us.
Man, right now, I mean, alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
or alive
Norm,
or dead.
it would be Norm if we counted everybody.
Oh.
But alive, like right now, man, I got to go with Dusty Slay. I like that guy.
Hang on, if we're going alive or dead, dude, Norm, he killed it right there. But dude, I've been watching a lot of old Norm videos when he was on talk shows. That guy was, dude, he
came with
he
it.
was a new level of comedy. And he didn't even care if you didn't laugh at his jokes. He didn't care. It was kind of like he invented some of these jokes so you don't laugh at him.
It's kind of like what we do.
Yeah.
People
try
won't
not
laugh
to
at
be
our
funny.
shit.
Right, exactly.
But I
Where-
agree
so
with
you're
Randy.
saying-
Like I think Dusty Slay is my favorite right now.
now.
But I'm with you guys also with the Norm if
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
dead or alive.
And that's why we're best friends.
That's right.
I like Shane Gillis a lot. I gotta throw a shout out to Shane Gillis
All right.
in case Shane's listening.
What superpower would you want to have if you had a superpower? Now, I've mentioned this when we were on with Audrey. I would like to see through clothes.
Yeah, I think he's.
That was my superpower.
That's naughty,
Well, I would use it for good.
not evil.
Yeah.
You'd be able to see if
It would be
somebody's,
good. Yeah.
you see if somebody's packing a gun.
But could you turn it off though? Like say if you were looking at producer Phil,
Just don't look at Phil.
could you just?
Yeah, that's how you turn
would
it
have
off.
to look away though, or else you would see his
Look away, baby. Look away.
tays.
No, I
Okay.
mean, but that's a great superpower.
I would say flying. I like
Flying?
to fly because I don't like to fly in planes, so I just like to fly myself to Phoenix.
Or in the Obama's new presidential
fly on
library.
top of it. Yeah.
So you're just gonna flap your arms and fly around.
Well, I'd probably be like Superman with
Oh.
one arm out and
Jay,
Yeah.
superpower. Come on.
I don't know, man. Can I make my dong bigger?
that's super
Yeah,
To
inappropriate.
whatever. Yeah. All right. If you could
He put
make
me on the
up
spot. I
if
don't
you could
know.
make up a holiday, a new holiday, what would it be?
Juneteenth,
No, that's already exists.
Oh.
yeah. You got to make up a new one.
20th.
June
20th.
June 1.
A new holiday. I would like to
I
celebrate.
would go back to before Juneteenth, like when when women couldn't vote and stuff.
I would pick.
Oh my God, this show's good. This is
Yeah,
if
we're
this
getting
show.
canceled. No, I'm
just
yeah.
kidding. I'm just
We're
kidding.
getting canceled.
Oh my.
Can we bring back Roman Pulaski Day?
Yeah, what
Is he
happened?
still
It's still
around?
going on.
No, it wasn't Roman Polanski.
Not Roman Polanski.
Roman Polanski was the
Well,
director that
he's a
lives over in
director.
France because he.
He did Helter Skelter, or he
No.
died in Helter Skelter.
No, his girlfriend
Sharon
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 Tate.
Tate, yeah.
But
Who was
hang on, he-
related to Corey Tate that played with Mizzou.
What?
And that
No.
wasn't Roman Polanski.
Well, we're
Oh.
full of facts.
her husband was not Roman Polanski.
Okay, I don't know.
He was.
Anyway,
He
Roman
was
Polanski lives in
Polish.
France because he can't. He's scared to come back in the country now because he's facing rape charges.
Okay, I would say Trump Day. I would make a holiday
Ooh.
just for Trump.
Well, you know what?
Just to trigger Trump Day.
Trigger Trump.
Trump Trigger Day.
June 12th.
We
whatever
call it
his
Trigger
birthday
Trump
is.
Day.
That's his birthday,
Okay,
isn't
there
it?
we
We go to
That's
people's
fine.
doors and say Trigger Trump.
Are we?
There we go.
Are we united on that?
I'm going with that.
Trump Day.
Love you.
June 12th. June 12th.
It's a good
We're gonna do
day.
it.
Best day.
It's the best day
Best
ever.
day ever.
Taco, pizza, burger.
What?
Taco, pizza, or a burger.
Oh, burger.
Oh, pizza.
Oh,
I knew Randy's going to pizza for sure.
pizza.
Not St. Louis.
I'm going pizza too.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Yes.
dude, I love me a good burger, but
What's
pizza.
the best smell in the world?
Ooh.
Is it pizza? This could be a double.
There's a lot. I love the smell of a bonfire. You thought I was
that's a
gonna say
good
something. You
smell.
thought I was gonna say something nasty, right?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
The best
or
smell.
do sometimes freshly cut grass.
That's a good one. What about the smell of a baby's head?
Yeah,
Ooh, I thought you were gonna say something
new
else.
baby
No,
smell.
no, like new
puppy breath.
Puppy breath?
Puppy
Oh, that's not. I mean, I like
Puppy
it.
breath
I know
is
what you're
great.
going. I
I'm
like
gonna
the
say this-
asphalt when they pour blacktop.
That's racist.
I love that smell
You
when
love
they
the smell of
pour
ass?
when they pour asphalt.
Oh,
Yes, I like
I'm going to
that.
say the smell of barbecue.
really? You love
It reminds me when I was a kid for some reason.
Barbecue. Smell of barbecue.
Barbecue?
Oh,
Real
yeah.
one.
That's always, dude. I was the other day.
That
I was
brings
like, man,
my
somebody's
milk-
barbecuing. I gotta go to their house.
I
That
switched mine
brings
to
my
barbecue
milkshake to the yard.
because I want to be on the same with
If
you
I
guys.
smell that, I'm going to
Let's
that
all
yard.
go with barbecue.
All
We
right.
good?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie character
Movie
Of
ooh,
ever?
Sling Blade.
ever?
Oh man,
That's
man. I think
Can we go to a commercial?
Dewey Cox is a
Oh.
good one.
That's a perfect one, actually.
Mine's Christopher Walken. I think
What
he's-
movie though?
Everything he does, he's just
Oh.
great in everything.
Okay, mine is then. If you, I mean, I'm going Drexel from True Romance. Gary Oldman, where he's the pimp.
Okay.
That's
He's
the
good.
best, and he was
How
only
about
in
you,
that movie
Randy?
15 minutes.
You look like a Gary Busey guy.
Gary
I mean, if we're
Busey.
talking like if comedy, we always separate comedies. I think Dewey Cox was a great character.
Right.
As far as like comedy,
we still quote. I mean, we still quote it every day.
I'd have to serious one. Drama. I'd have to.
I've been waiting on this one. What does it mean to be
If Randy
cool?
gets to finish this, what was you gonna say?
That's how I have to come back to.
Oh,
that today.
okay.
What does it mean to be cool?
Just be on TBR, right?
What does it mean to be cool? Just to be a good, decent person.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
rare. Rare
That's-
nowadays.
That's what I
Too.
say. Like, if you go to work, you provide for your family, you pay your bills, you don't sponge off of other people.
I think that's pretty
That's-
damn cool.
And some people have like, I thought about this too. Like, I don't want to drag it out, but I was with Greta and I tried to get in the dad joke lane and they kept bombing and I can't pull that off, but I don't see you guys doing that. You guys don't do the dad joke stuff with your kids.
I
do you?
used to, but once they get to like
yeah,
10,
I mean, my kids. I mean, they're 5 and 3.
but I'm
so
not cool. Like, to Greta.
I still do that. Yeah, we get your belly or tickle them and that kind of stuff. But
what do you like about your best friend? And it doesn't, we've got friends besides ourselves.
loyalty. Loyalty is first thing.
like
Loyalty.
about a specific
my friends.
person?
My friends.
What do you like most about your best friend?
Going back to my first time talking about my wedding, Sherry's Aunt Gloria, which was at our wedding, she's like, hey, I gotta let you go because Jason's friend from high school is calling. She's like, he still talks to people in high school. She's like, he is friends with everyone he's ever been friends with. And she goes, that's weird. I'm like, is it weird or is it cool that, I stayed friends with, and the people that were in my wedding are still important to my, in my life.
I think it's weird that you have a lot of friends, but anyway,
Yeah.
just because of you know, you guys, we've talked about this on the show before, but like I came up with the term like foxhole friends.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I like about my friends. Like the ones that are closest to me, I know they have my back,
Right.
no matter what. And like Jay's already told us he would give us the shirt off his back,
Yep.
as long as it wasn't a Dax Riggs or Acid Bath shirt.
I've given Strodax rig shirts.
Yeah, he has.
But that's what I like, is that I know that I can count on
Right.
you guys.
That's
even-
what basically going back to what I said, loyalty.
Yeah.
I mean, people that, have my back and don't talk behind my back.
I feel like Phil's gonna chime in a song like that Friend song.
Honesty by Billy Joel. I don't know. All right, last one. I say this one for last. When do you feel most safe?
In your arms.
That's why I saved it for last.
That's a good question.
That's a weird question, bro.
Yeah, that's
Right.
I feel safe.
Trying to pull something out of you guys, man. You guys got
I
a
don't
lot
want
of-
you to pull
got a
something
lot,
out.
got a lot of
I don't want you to
demons
put
in
it in
there.
me.
You got a lot of
that's what
demons.
she said.
Jeez, I guess when I'm sleeping.
When you're
Because you don't know any better.
Right. I don't know what's going on when I'm sleeping.
dude, you're being very vulnerable right now. I appreciate that. When he's sleeping, he feels safe.
I'm sleeping next
Randy?
to my wife.
Do you
I was
feel
gonna say, like, when I'm hanging out with Nikki and we're snuggling, watching.
Yeah, I mean, I was
So-
going to say
Movie
cuddling,
or
but he,
something?
you know, he went there.
so like Nikki is like going to protect you? You feel like she's going to protect you if like say
Well, from like
physically, if we got
what's
in a
gonna
fight,
happen here?
yeah, she would probably be the one.
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the fighting.
so like kick their ass.
Yeah, but no, just just having that
Right.
with you, is. Gosh, I do
think
feel
so.
vulnerable.
I mean,
right now. I'm gonna cry.
Really? Are we having a
I don't know.
therapy session
Well, I
now?
guess not.
I'm just going to make one up right now. When do you feel less safe?
When I'm in your arms.
when I'm in East St. Louis?
When I'm
Yeah,
when I'm on the
that's good.
toilet, I don't feel safe because I'm vulnerable. I'm like not at I can't really get
When
up.
I'm at a gas
I'm going to clarify.
station without my
I'm
phone
going to
and
clarify
wallet.
that I did a delivery in East St. Louis the other day, and I did not feel safe.
No,
They were cornering me, man. I'm like, what's going on here, man? I got to
Racist.
break out my gat.
racist.
All right,
Me?
So, me?
All right,
All right, what are we
we're
coming back with?
gonna come back with some cooter.
We're gonna do Cooter. All right, we'll be back with Cooter Foxworthy.
Yeah.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him.
Let us welcome to the show.
We have a special guest. We've been doing a lot of guests lately, so we have Cooter Foxworthy, which is let's give it up to Cooter.
I'm Jeff Foxworthy's cousin,
Yeah, I was going to say
Georgia.
We're having
Any-
fun. We're having fun.
Yeah,
So he let me do this bit, so I'm gonna do this bit. If you think algae in the reflecting pool is worse than all the Somali fraud in Minneapolis, you might be a Democrat.
You might be a Democrat socialist.
yeah.
If you think socialism will work in New York City despite it failing all over the world, you might be a Democrat socialist.
Absolutely.
If you think Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, and Seth Meyers are funny,
You might
be a Democrat socialist.
I agree with that.
If you think we need more Bruce Springsteen protest songs,
You
you
might
might
be
be
a
a
Democrat
Democrat
socialist.
if you think showing an ID to vote is fascist, but we're cool with Biden's COVID vaccine mandate, you might be a Democratic socialist.
Wow, Cooter.
If you think inflation under Biden
His
was
mustache is
transitory and not his fault, but think inflation under Trump is destroying our economy, you might be
There you
a
go.
Democratic
Plus, you're going to bite me, dude.
socialist. If you think that forcing athletes to wear pride flags on their uniforms is cool, but players wearing Bible verses on their hats is hateful, you might be
a
a Democrat socialist.
Absolutely.
If you think Israel is to blame for everything, but terrorists are the victims, you might be a Democrat socialist. And that's all I got.
That was great.
Cooter.
Cooter. Now,
Cooter killed it.
if you're feeling kind of sad,
That's old news.
because it doesn't get you mad,
That's old news.
there's a place where you can go.
That's old news.
You can listen to our show.
That's old news.
We're like glasses for your eyes.
That's old news.
Well, you see all lies.
That's old news.
That's all news.
That's
all
old
news.
Bitches.
Oi.
Oi. All right.
Wanker.
That was our that was our punk rendition of
Yes.
That's Old News, right?
I still like the R&B one better, but
The Bee Gees one?
no, the
Oh.
the Quiet Storm one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. What do you got, gentlemen? Start your engines.
Stro brought papers and stuff, but
All
I
right,
mean,
well,
I can start. I mean,
yeah, you
'cause
go ahead and start.
mine, did you guys hear about this plane that crashed into Beijing's tallest building?
Yeah, you just told about us during.
No,
the
I know, but did you hear about it before that?
Oh no, not before the break.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I wrote it down because I just thought it was kind of crazy. I mean, it's not only Beijing's tallest building, it's one of the world's tallest buildings. And then yesterday, just a plane crashed in, like, a 9/11 type of situation. And Chinese authorities have yet to comment on this. This happened last night. And they have all videos, images, posts from the internet have been removed. Well, I mean, that's weird, right? And they're not commenting on what happened, but, the Chinese are very private about their planes crashing into their buildings.
No, that in that
but there
case,
was no this was no fly airspace. You couldn't have drones, and it was weird. They were like, how did this happen? So I just thought it was an interesting story to bring up.
I don't.
Oh.
But anyway, no, go ahead.
no, I mean,
I don't have anything else on it. I mean, like obviously
it's a tall building, right?
100.
And then you got,
hang on, it was 108 stories.
do we know how big the plane was?
It was a 2-passenger.
right. So
so-
this is something that, unlike 9/11, this is somebody who
Right.
just can't freaking
Didn't know
fly
how
an
to fly.
airplane and hit a big building.
No, but I mean, there's no way this should have even been even close to this building. But like I said, they're keeping it on the hush hush. They've erased everything from the internet, and I don't know.
you know what they
State-run media, they just don't want anything bad out there, I guess.
Right.
You know.
And what that tells me is basically China, like, is the same as with Iran. They sold Iran most of their defense weaponry, and so they don't even have intelligence enough to stop a plane from flying out of their airspace. So it makes them look vulnerable to other countries.
Well,
They're
like
like,
I
hey,
said-
well, maybe they're not so tough.
Everything was washed from the internet. So like, I don't know. I just thought it was fascinating to me. I don't know.
Okay,
Sure.
I've got this
You
is a
got the
banger
paper.
right here. St. Louis ranks 6th nationwide in dog attacks with postal workers.
And what?
dog
I
attacks.
think I actually heard that on
yeah.
the radio.
So apparently these people are leaving their dog. This guy, but when I got further into the story, this guy only got bit 3 times in 20 years. Now, is that like a high rate?
the mailman only got
This guy who's the mail worker, his name is let me look, John McGoughlin, president
I
of
know
the
that
National
guy.
Association of Letter
I know,
Carriers.
John.
Yeah, there he is right there.
Oh, that
Yeah.
that mother scratch.
Yeah, but he said he's been bitten like 3 times. So they give you some tips on how to, stay away from dogs. But I just thought, like, that's not a lot. I always think of mailmen getting bit way more than that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
3 times.
When we were growing up, that was the kind of the thing, wasn't it? It was like the dog's going to attack the mailman.
Right.
I think if I was a mailman and I came to a house that had a fence in the front yard, then that would be like the first red flag. Like, okay, there might be a dog. And I'd be like, hey, Fido, like kick the fence and see if he comes running.
Well, it's really weird because they do give you tips. They say, hey, make sure when you put the mail in, you have your leg against the screen door to where they can't open the door and come and
Oh,
get
nice,
you.
yeah.
Don't feed the dog, pet the dog. Don't try and be nice to it, be its friend, that kind of thing to keep you safe. But
I learned that lesson the hard way, man. I was making a delivery, and this big dog, I don't even know what kind of dog it was. He was bigger than me when he got on my shoulders and tried to mount me and hump me. And then he wouldn't get off me. And I'm like, hey, somebody come out and get your dog. It's raping me. I mean, he was going to town on me, dude.
If you've ever had a dog like that's heavy like that,
No,
it's hard
you
to
think
get.
this is not a joke.
Oh, I know. They
he was
kinda
doing
lock
this.
on you like it's hard to get them off.
And dude, I'm like, and I was like, hey, buddy, come on, buddy. I was trying to be nice. I'm like, all right, come on, get this fucking dog off me.
Well, I don't mean to blame the victim, but it
Yeah.
sounds like you're encouraging him. What were you wearing
I don't know, man.
that day?
I wasn't wearing my booty shorts, if
weren't
that's what you're
wearing,
asking.
Shorts.
what would Jason do?
Jason would yell in the house and say, get your damn dog off me, man.
Yeah, once they're clamped on, it's kind of hard.
No,
you know?
this dog was it was like a big poodle looking thing.
Oh, like a cross, like a doodle,
Like a
boodle,
labradoodle?
Doodle poodle, or whatever it was, it grabbed onto me and wouldn't let go.
You're
I
in
thought- I
therapy
think
now, though, right?
Yeah, I'm his bitch now.
Were you wearing cologne?
No.
Sex Panther? or
No, I wasn't wearing no Sex Panther.
Sex Panther.
Works 80% of the time, all the
Every time.
Okay. The other thing I have, this lady named Patrice Lumpkin died
Lumpkin.
at 107 years old.
Lumpkin.
Okay, so basically they go on to say how she was a teacher in the Chicago area school district. She marched with Martin Luther King. She stood beside Malcolm X at a Malcolm X rally or whatever, and she's this old white woman, as you can clearly see here. It's an old
I
miserable
don't think you
looking
can
woman.
clearly see that, but yeah.
But anyway, she
Ethan, can we blow that up?
so she was a
How we doing on time?
yeah,
We're
we're
doing
doing
okay.
bad now.
Ethan's like, I gotta be home, man.
But anyway, she was a teacher, like teachers tenure is what I'm trying to get to. Like, she retired at like the age of 56, 57, whatever, 58. I don't know how old, but 60. Let's just say 60.
So you guys could be retired.
So she had received until the age of 107. She received 66 to 70% of her pay.
And that's why Illinois is
That's why we're broke.
Yes.
So, like, I don't mind as much as police officers getting more money for after their 30 years of service or whatever, and it should be 30.
Right, because they risk their lives to,
Right. They risk their lives. But when I hear, and we've got a good friend that was a former school teacher, and she's getting her pension right now, which she deserves. But I'm just saying, when
who that is.
Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But I'm just saying that it just seems she made more money in her life after retirement than she did while she worked. And that's why
most of the government.
That's why we're so in debt.
And I think that happened in the 2000s or the 90s, where they sent a lot of teachers to early retirement to get new people in. But
because they don't give them the same amount as they used to.
But they didn't think that back then people lived to 70 years old or 67 or whatever.
Right.
And people are living longer now. So now you've got that longer gap between retirement and death. And that's hard to pay that. You're paying all that money and they're not putting in.
They're saying that Social Security is going to run out in 7 years. You guys believe that?
I'm nervous.
Well, I mean, so I paid my whole life. I've been working since I was 15 years old into Social Security, and nope, no more for you.
Yeah,
I don't think. I think they're going to come up with the money just but
because there could be a lot of old people
storming
the Capitol.
Our kids, maybe not.
Yeah,
that's what I'm worried about. My kids, my grandkids.
20 years ago, they should have started transitioning to investing that money instead of just, you know what I mean?
Well, using it for what they've been using it for,
Well, when you hear like teachers saying, we need to pay our teachers more. All right. Now, I used to think back in my, okay, well, they're off 3 months a year. And they, their salary.
They got all the holidays off.
They don't, if it's $40,000 a year back in the day, that's only 9 months out of the year that you're making that money. But then when you factor in the pension, when you retire, you get 66 to 70% of your pay until you die. And you can retire at 50 if you start at 22 or whatever.
I'd imagine their pay's stretched out over the whole year. I don't think they don't get paid in the summer.
It's kind of like with private school.
I was to understand that they didn't get paid, and that's why they had to. A lot of my teachers took on summer jobs. Didn't yours?
I don't know. We'll have to get clarification.
My principal opened up Cop's Corn Barn in Granite there.
I've never seen.
He sold popcorn and stuff. I'm like, man, that's my principal. You just give me SWATs, and now I'm buying popcorn from this dude.
I don't know what happened with that guy, but I've never seen a teacher or a police officer with a shitty car or shitty house. Have you guys ever seen that?
Pretty sure I have.
Really?
But, and what I'm really worried about now is all these chicks are molesting all these kids, man.
Oh, the teachers?
Yeah, these hot teachers, man. Where were they when I was at school, man?
Yeah.
Cut that out.
Sucks.
Dude, I was a senior when I got hot teachers because mine were old and crusty.
Oh, all of our, we never had. Miss Lobdell.
Miss Lobdell was the only exception.
Yeah, and then they started filtering in the hot.
But now they're like
chicks.
21, and and they're retired by 41, and they've got 66% of their pay until they're 90.
Yeah.
And
I remember
they're wondering why the taxpayers are going broke.
I remember my teacher asking, "Do you guys have any questions?" And I was like, "Yeah, will you go out with me?" And then she's like, "All right." I swear to God, I asked that question.
I believe you.
I believe you too.
And then I saw her at Remington's when I was bartending, and I'm like, she's getting.
Actually, Mr. Ullman told me you asked him out. So,
oh, not Ullman.
Yeah.
He's sedentary rocks.
Sedentary rocks. Sometimes form on cliffs.
Yeah. The stalagmites and the malactites.
All right, we're out of here.
Thanks for listening again. Don't forget to subscribe, blah, blah, blah. All
Pay
that
us.
fun stuff. $,
Right.
Two Broke Republicans, a Cash App.
If you like the content you're seeing.
This is a tip jar, but there's another. This is a we can have a virtual tip jar.
Well, we have to take a lot of that out to pay for the show.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks, my brother.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. God bless.
Thank you.
God bless.
All right. So don't forget to tip your waitresses. Never mind. All right. We're
We'll be
out.
back next
Anything
time.
to say, Jay, before we leave?
No, I don't.
Stroh?
Nope.
All right. We're out. Peace.
See you.